I'd like to welcome Ms. Elisa Maria da Silva to present the topic of developing an improvement plan for organization leadership management function interpersonal and intrapersonal skill for a government ministry. If you're ready, please.
Yes, thank you, Ajahn. Good morning, Chair. Good morning, Ajahn, and all participants. It's a great pleasure to be part of this conference to share our paperwork. So I'd like to thank Ransit University for that. Before I start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Elisa Maria da Silva. I'm from Timor-Leste or East Timor. Currently, I work at the embassy, Timor-Leste Embassy in Thailand. And I'm majoring in the organization development and management.
Your second objective, you have to rethink about it. And your third objective is to offer solutions. But I think
I'm sorry, I'm listening to other voice.
Solution, right? We can only give some policy suggestions or some recommendations. Better use the recommendation or policy suggestions rather than use the term solutions. Okay. Yes. And when you and at the same time, while I was looking at the methodology, I was kind of confused because in the title you are saying it's an NGO project, yes. Right? Yes. But later you said it's a collaborative. Government is also working with NGOs. Am I correct? Yes, Professor. Yes. But your title is saying role of NGOs. But later you say the government are also working with.
Hello? Yeah. There you go. Hello? Okay. Hello, John. You can hear me?
Yes. Yes. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, let me start again. Okay, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Elisa Maria da Silva. I'm from Timor-Leste, East Timor. Currently, I'm working at the Embassy of Timor-Leste in Thailand. And I'm majoring in the organization development and management. So today, I would like to also introduce my team, Mr. Chiruchai and Ms. Marisa Fernando as a co-author of this paper. So they also are present online today. So we are from the management organization development at the Assumption University. Let me introduce the topic for the presentation today. So our resource, Dr. Marisa, I just want to go to the first.
Okay.
No, the title. Okay. Yes, thank you. So our research topic, as you can see on the screen, is development and improvement plan for organizational leadership, management function, interpersonal and interpersonal skill for government minister in Timor-Leste in East Timor. So our research project is mostly focused on research and development. Next slide, please. So on the abstract, I just want to skip this because it's just summary of the study. So let's go to the objective of the study. So our objective of study, we have our objective study, we have two objectives. The first one is to understand the current condition of the Civil Service Commission itself in terms of the four variables mentioned early: organizational leadership, management functions, interpersonal skills, and interpersonal skills. The second one is to propose an improvement plan to enhance the four variables mentioned earlier. So let me touch a bit on the conceptual framework. So as displayed on the screen, you can see the conceptual framework composed of four variables. The first one is organizational leadership, management function, interpersonal, and interpersonal skills. This conceptual framework was grounded from the management and development theories. This is just a basic foundation for us to, to elaborate to the top, middle, and lower management so they can understand the importance of the four variables and how they are connected and interrelated and dependent on each other. So that's the conceptual framework. Let's move to the next slide, please. research methodology. On the research methodology, in our research, we use mixed method research. And then our target population was focused on 35 participants, mostly from top, middle, and lower management. And they are full-time employees of the Civil Service Commission in Timor-Leste. So what type of instruments that we are use for this research? In our research, we use 2 instruments for data collections, which is structured questionnaires comprising of 26 questions and open-ended questions. Next one, so what is the result? I want to just, after that, what is the result of our study? Let's move to the next slide, please. Okay, the result of the study. The result of our study revealed the following points. On the first variable, as you can see in the screen, organizational leadership, discovered that from the top, middle, and lower management have a clear understanding for their own organizations and visions. As it's in the scripture statistics showing that there is a high means of the variable itself. But despite the level of the understanding, the study shows that improvements are needed in order to enhance their competencies, especially in the areas of ability to translate vision into reality and ability to align team with organizations' mission and goals. So if you can see in the slide, we also propose an improvement plan as an example of, for organizations to consider. So we have objective, how to measure this. Next slide, please. On the second variables, which is management functions, the study revealed that from top, middle, and lower management, they understood what is directing employee to reach organization objectives. And the highest means you can see in the screens is 3.429 something. However, even though they have understood well, however, ability to understand on what is organization, planning, and controlling are needed attention. Therefore, we also propose in the slide, you can see improvement plan for the commission for them to consider. Next slide, please. The third variable you can see is the interpersonal skill, which is very important skills. The study revealed also that from the top, middle, and lower management, they can work alone with each other and be able to communicate and also solve problems. However, the study also revealed that improvement is needed to enhance, especially the systematic approach to problem solving. And again, as you can see, we also propose an improvement plan for they to consider. The last, the last variables is interpersonal skills. And as the result indicated that the participant from the 3 levels, top, middle, and lower management, most of them are open-minded person, have self-confidence, discipline, and possess self-motivations. Despite all this, understanding, or despite the open-minded, they are open-minded person, but they also need improvement in order to enhance the sense of self-discipline to control themselves. So in this case, we also, to enhance this, we also propose an improvement plan, as you can see in the slide. Thank you. So in conclusion, before end, let me share with you some of the quotes that oh, okay. Is that the quote, Dr. Marisa? Sorry. Hello.
Yes.
Dr. Marisa. Oh, okay.
Yes, it's here.
You about the share code?
Yes.
Is there or no? Okay. Sorry, John. Before end, let me share with you some of the codes that we got from our interview with the participant from the two levels, just to emphasize the result of the study as discussed earlier. Okay, some of them confess that we need to improve our leadership, management, individual skills, as well as communication and self-motivation to do their tasks. The second quote, they said, I think these are personal talents that naturally exist in each of individual. The importance here is that people or person is required to have those skills in order to help them to perform well in their job, as it is required. This will help them to impulse someone to perform in their standard required by the job. The last quote is, I think leadership in general can be applied to leadership to different levels. For leadership, you have institutional leadership, and you have leadership in day-to-day work. So these are some quotes that I would like to share. In conclusion, we can analyze that from the top, middle, and lower management, they demonstrate the understanding of organization leadership, management function, interpersonal skill, and interpersonal skill. Despite this, the level of understanding, they recognize need to master these 4 skills to succeed because the organizations depends very much on the leaders, managers, and employees' ability to execute the plan or strategy. And improvement plan for at least for six to 12 months, essential to enhance the competencies mentioned. So we also give some recommendations, but not least, we also give some recommendation to the governments to improve the gaps that have been mentioned early, such as we request the government also to continue to provide annual budget for the Civil Commission itself in order to conduct intensive training to enhance the 4 variables. And we also advise individuals to continue to attend training or seminar or workshop in order to enhance their competency, performance, self-confidence, communications, and so on. We also advise them to review some of the law and regulations, and we ask them to also to establish a service delivery unit in each ministers. And we also suggest for them to apply 40 hours of training for employees in all levels, and also suggest them to try improve the system, the human resource system. Apply, when recruit people, they have to apply a merit system, and also do some public administration reforms, and also review the evaluation performance, which is very important. And as I said earlier, and all recruitment should be based on merit. So this is just my final presentation. Thank you, Achan.
Okay, thank you very much. Anyone have any question or comment for this paper? Seem like no question.
I guess one thing, like as the methodology that is appears here, I guess, what quantitative methodology you used? Can you just enlighten a bit?
Okay, we use mixed method research. Mixed method research.
Yeah, mixed method, we understand that. So yeah, you use both qualitative, quantitative, but what exactly, what quantitative techniques that you use?
Okay, in terms of this, we use two instruments, as I said earlier, structured questionnaires, which is comprised of 26 questions.
No,
Using a Likert scale and like this scale, and also using the statistic descriptions.
No, I guess we have a misunderstanding actually. The questionnaires and all these things actually the tool for collecting data. These are not a part of methods actually. As we talk about the quantitative method, like you said, yes, standard deviation, but what is the purpose for using the standard deviation? I can understand. So if you can enlighten a bit, because I'm from social sciences, I have some orientation, a bit orientation on quantitative methods. So it would be better for us to be clear if you can add a bit on that. And obviously, like you said, is instruments and questionnaires and other scales, they are not quantitative methods. It's a part of tools for collecting data. That's all.
Is that questionnaire an in-depth interview question, or I mean,
yes, a question and comment, whatever.
If I may help out, I think there were two ways that she collected data. The first thing was to give a structured questionnaire via online to her, the 30 respondents, which were the entire population of the management. And she went back to Timor-Leste to gather interview from these people. I think she had 6 via focus group discussions. So I think that was it. And so the data was analyzed. We used the SPSS by the mean and standard deviation, and then she did content analysis for qualitative. And these two results were woven together, compared in terms of what was the highest mean and what was the lowest mean, and then how do you see that together with the qualitative results. And that's how she was able to determine her final recommendations.
Thank you, Ayan.
All right.
Okay. If no one has further more questions, thank you very much for Elisa, for Ms. Elisa Maria da Silva for your presentations. And I'm going to open the floor for Associate Professor Asan to comment about the first topic, first research. And I already.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for this opportunity, because we missed actually the presentation because of the technological glitch that we had to go through. This happens when you are dependent on the technology. This happens always. Thank you so much, and I'm sorry for that, for missing Theng's presentation that I was supposed to make comments on. Dr. Theng is there?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay, good. Yeah. No, I don't have actually a lot of comments, because it's basically you are from civil engineering and environments, and I am very, very far from that.
Yes, sure.
From that area. So still, since I got to make some comments,
yes.
A few about methodological things and about the factors that you talked about. And I remember that I made some comments, and when I got the paper initially and made some comments on the abstract as well.
Yes.
Yes. So the one thing is what are the consequences of the delays because you found out around 46 consequences from, I guess it's from the literature reviews and I found, and I was looking at it when I was reviewing the paper, and I saw actually hundreds of factors that can delay the construction. And what are the consequences? Consequences mean it's particularly on the environment, on the structure, on the sanitations and all these things. And why exactly we have just concentrated on this 46 one? So it means they are valid as established factors. And let me just finish, because it's not very difficult.
Sure.
Comments and some reflecting on the presentations. And as you have prioritized, or how to say, you said ranking, and I actually made the comments, and you just remove the ranking. And I don't know the way you ranked, and basically the fundamental tool for ranking is the WAI, weighted mean index, that should be the most important, very, very powerful tool to rank all the variables that we have. I'm not going for factor analysis. Factor analysis has different kind of implications, obviously. But the thing is, for example, we have ranked, and I found, if I'm not very wrong, that inaccurate site investigation that was ranked first, right? What does it exactly mean? Is there implications? Like you ranked out of 46 variables, if we talk statistically, 46 variables or 46 factors, whatever are they? The fundamental or the primary the factors that we found with the highest index is like the one that is inaccurate, or is that inaccurate site investigation. What does exactly this imply? Imply in terms of environment, in terms of sanitation, in terms of delayed project, in terms of the economy involved because of the additional income, money involved because of the delay in the projects, all those things. And the last one, I guess I was saying that you said, I saw that you have used an equation to determine your sample size. And you know, that is a good one, actually. I like that one. And you use 95% precision level. I understand that one. Though I'm not a statistician, but I know a bit of that. Out of 100, you got, I know, because in 95%, so your sample size got very, very big. But who told you this 108 represent the entire population? You know that there is a risk here. Then when you say this representative sample, using this, what is that? Using this, the equation, and your sample frame is just 108, and you got 76, but in abstract is a 64, is a kind of mismatch that you have to actually go through it again, just to bring about the balance, the honest balance. And you understand my point? So a few things, and you can reflect on that because it's your paper, you know better than anyone else here, right? So one thing is like the asymmetry, 64, 70, 76, and 108, and like that. I'm just revisiting that 108. How do you know this 108 is the entire population, right? When we talk Intrapersonal, because I know that you know something about the statistics. So when you talk about the entire population and you're using 95% the precision level, then what happens? You got a high number of sample size. I understand this 76 represent this 108, but who told you this 108 is representative of the entire population that you are talking about, right? That's one thing, and the implications of those as we prioritized all this 46 variables or 46 factors. What does this mean? What does it actually mean to the economy, to the environment, to all these things that I'm talking about, and the sanitations and the money, extra money involved in these projects? You understand my point? So one is methodological, one is like policy issues. If you have any reflection on that, or you can work afterwards, because I made comments, I know as you submitted papers, so the comments are still on the system, you can go through and you can work on that. And that's all, I guess. Thank you. And it was good. Anyway, it's a good one. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. That's all from me. You can go ahead.
Thank you very much. Just realized, I just realized just now seemed like Dr. Rintham would like to have any comment for the last paper. Dr. Rintham, do you have any comment for the last paper or?
I think it passed already.
Oh, no. So sorry. Okay.
Never mind. I will write to the writer.
Okay.
I will write to the researcher.
Okay.